Welcome to Moments of Motherhood. I'm Bailey.
And I'm Tori. Join us in creating community through shared experiences and candid conversations.
We hope to bring you laughter, comfort, and solidarity in this journey of motherhood.
This is our virtual village. This is my co-host and most importantly best friend, Bailey.
Hey guys, what's up?
I'm so excited to be doing this again.
Me too. It's been a little bit of a rocky start today.
I know.
Yeah, I've gotten lots of interruptions, so it's kind of nice to be able to be isolated for a few minutes with you.
Right? I know. So important to get those brief minutes sometimes away.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm super excited to be here again and talking about our village.
Yeah, totally. I think in moments like these where I'm like a little on edge and a little tense, I find so much solidarity, trying to create our village and knowing how important it is, even though it's not physical for us right now.
Right.
The virtual village is huge. And I think I just really want to touch on what the virtual village is and why we're doing it and why we both are so passionate about this project.
I know. Yeah. So this is our little passion project. I think that fills both of our cups up in a way that obviously we love being moms, we love being wives, we love doing all of the daily mom stuff, but having your own thing can be so important. And I think for us, that really is this podcast.
Yeah, totally. I think both of us love being stay-at-home moms and mothers in general, but there is part of you that yearns just for something more in your self-identity, right? I'll always be a mother, but also who is Bailey still?
Oh my gosh,
and where is that, you know?
Yeah.
And I think that that's important for any mom to find. And I know working moms probably get that through work, and with us not working, we don't have that as much. So
Totally.
Being home adds a different kind of pressure. So I think this will help anyone in this situation, really.
Yeah, I think so too. So yeah, do you want to today, I guess like Bailey said, we're talking all about why we started our virtual village, the podcast is the virtual village, and then we're expanding that into social media, hopefully, really connect.
Yeah. Before we forget, I do want to start with our gratitude, right? Because I feel like I need to kind of recenter myself anyways, and I don't want to forget our gratitude.
Yeah.
I'm going to let you go first, though.
Okay. Yeah.
What are you grateful for today?
Totally. Today I'm grateful for time in nature. I got outside this morning and was working in my little tiny garden with the boys, and after a really long winter in the Pacific Northwest, getting outside and digging around in the dirt and just feeling there's hope, and summer and spring are coming and sun is coming. It really revives my soul, and also my boys do so much better outside, together. Yes. There's so much less arguing, fighting, all of that. So today I'm grateful for time in nature.
Yeah, I think I'm going to piggyback off that.
Yeah.
Because I'm totally thankful for the sunshine today. I was actually just thinking that.
Oh my gosh. So important.
We had soccer this morning, and it was so great to not be standing in the rain. And I'm just antsy to get outside after this. We're actually working on, not as big of a garden as yours, but we're planting some vegetables that we're going to do today, and just yard work. And same, it really revives me being outside with the boys, and it just helps the days go by a little smoother for us.
Oh my gosh, totally. We could there's so many topics, but though the outdoors, especially for my boys, it's so key. And we try to get outside in all weather because that's just what you have to do here in the Pacific Northwest. But when it's nice, it's like next level, especially
Well,
in
yeah.
April after
Yeah.
months and months and months of bad weather.
Right. And way less cleaning because we totally get outside in the rain too. But it's just such an extra task getting outside in the rain.
And like, whose least favorite chore is laundry?
Yeah.
Mine.
Both of ours.
Like, I despise laundry so much, and we have 3 boys, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna need to like try to get over that real quick.
Same. Okay. So yeah. Okay. I'm feeling better now.
Okay.
And I really think anyone listening should try. Being grateful really can just change your whole mood pretty instantly. Like right now, I'm already feeling a sense of relief. So,
I know, totally. Write it down, say it out loud, text it to someone, send it to our email.
Yeah.
Whatever you gotta
do. But I do think I want to focus on it's not necessarily negative, but just the struggle of parenting. You know, we started as millennial moms, started parenting during a pandemic, pretty much. I mean, Levi was what, 2?
18 months, yeah.
Yeah, 18 months when the pandemic started.
Mm-hmm.
And at that point, you guys were doing like all the classes, like before it happened, right? You were involved in a lot.
Yeah.
And then it all just got kind of ripped away from you.
Yeah. And we were both pregnant. So we were like 6 months pregnant when the pandemic came around. Or more. Yeah, no, like right around 6 months, I think.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was in like sign language classes and like going to library time, story time, and then nothing for months, a year.
Yeah, which is really intense. And I think there's, I don't know, kind of like a dichotomy where you had it and then got it taken away, which is like a total tease and is its own struggle. And then there's all the moms who never even got to experience it and are totally in the blind, like don't get to do the classes. And I remember like the fear of, it was my first birth and I wasn't planning to go into a hospital, but like what happens if I did have a medical emergency and I have to go in? And I was in Seattle where kind of it started, the hub, and they were really strict. Like you couldn't even have anyone in labor and delivery with you. Yeah. So which is terrifying and isolating and like, so traumatizing to mothers. So like since pregnancy for most women right now, I feel like they've been isolated and they didn't get the same village that most people got. Yeah. And it's so sad.
Yeah. If you had a pandemic baby, you definitely were sheltered in all aspects. I remember like being so sad about the last few months of pregnancy and not being able to like do certain things with Levi and like those like, I don't know, felt like precious times where it was just the 2 of us were taken away. And then, figuring out how to have a newborn and a toddler in the midst of the pandemic, which meant like super isolation, was really hard. And there was definitely some dark days. So getting through that and then onto the other side and still feeling the lack of village and community, it's like, okay, how do we change that? How do we fill in the gaps where the village used to be? Like everything is online now, everything is virtual, so like why not really try to like take hold of that and go with it and like expand and not feel lonely.
Yeah, I think it really has continued so much longer than any of us really realize, you know, even though the pandemic's over. I mean, I see moms online every day, like friends we went to high school with and grew up with, like all saying like, where is our village? What are we doing? Like, I have no one, I have nothing. Like, you know, usually like your partner, some are single moms, like, but you're in it alone. And even us, like we can talk to each other all day, which is like our saving grace a lot of days. But I still am like looking online for, you know, comfort and connection to other people. And that's like, I tell my husband that a lot. Like I'm online because I have this community of women that I'm like following and have similar interests and want to raise kids the same way. And I think we just really need to hone in on that. And one of the big things Tori and I want to do is we want to have like a very interactive relationship with all of our listeners
Yeah.
and do like a Q&A at the end of every segment and just really get involved and then have people on the podcast as well.
Yeah.
And like learn and grow and do this together.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing is having a community of women. There's just so much more chance to learn and explore other ways of mothering or parenting or yeah, just like how to still like find yourself while still being a mother. Like there's just yeah. I think we're just really missing that in today's society. Like the chance to talk to women daily and like feed off each other and get feedback and see how we could do things differently or yeah, just even like mothering together, like literally like in a community setting. Like that's just not really the like we're just not set up for that in today's world.
Yeah. And I don't want to get too spiritual right away, but like that type of energy resonates, right? Like when you have women all coming together and like having a high frequency and feeling each other's energy and like, you know, feeling for each other and praying for each other and uplifting each other, like that can push us to a different state. And I think that that's really where the pandemic has kind of held a lot of us back. We've been resonating at that lower frequency from the pandemic. And I think it's time for us to all like really help each other out and like, let's do this. Let's, you know. So.
Yes, I'm super excited to keep podcasting and talk about all the different topics. Like we have like a million topics already, like a list of just like endless topics to talk about. Some like super silly, like trends, some like super serious. But yeah, like the virtual village is meant for the community of mothers, you know, we're hopefully gather to like let us know what they're needing. Let us know what you want us to talk about. Let us know like what you're having a hard time with. We might not have the answers, but we can talk about it and we can interact and we can figure it out together. I think that's like the biggest sort of takeaway that I want, and I know like I'm speaking for you, but that you probably want is just to like put it all out there. Like let's figure it out together. And
exactly.
Have fun doing it and like just be light and positive and like let's enjoy motherhood as best we can. We mentioned on our other podcast, if this is the first podcast that you're listening to, Bailey and I don't have any like immediate family living, you know, near us. You do have your brother, but we'll say like we don't have any grandparents.
Or sisters or like maternal figures near us.
Yeah, near us that could, you know, like we could trade childcare. We're very much parenting and mothering on our own without that help. So yeah, we're needing a village. And since we can't literally have that village in person, we're making it work because my husband has his company out here. Like there's no moving in like the immediate future, but like maybe like in a little bit. So yeah, like we're doing it because we have to, like literally. And maybe you do have family close by, but like maybe you disagree on smothering parenting things and you're needing a more like-minded community. Like
and I think that's huge too. With so many of us like over here really trying to like heal and break generational like trauma and like parent in a way that I just don't think the education was the same, and social media has really skyrocketed the, I don't know, like it's just been exponentially growing how educated we are as parents.
Awareness.
Your awareness to things, which also like comes a lot of responsibility. Like you can't just be ignorant and pretend you don't know that this is going to affect your children. And I know a lot of women are really trying, you know, to do better. Everyone wants better for their kids. And a lot of that, with that comes boundaries. And that might be boundaries where you aren't letting certain family come over and help. Or you know, so whatever your situation is, I think that there's a spot for you to resonate with us.
Yeah, for sure. And we are super excited, I think, to meet like a diverse range of mothers and women. You're a step parent.
Yeah.
We're both boy moms.
Mhm.
You know, like
I'm
your
boy
own
moms, but I
biological.
also have like 3
Yeah,
preteens,
you do.
preteen girls, and 1 preteen boy in my house, like
Mhm.
50 to 75% of the time.
Yeah.
So it's just like a lot of crazy energy. Like, so all my
Mhm.
toddlers, Tori and I, are like totally in sync. And then I'm like, oh, wait, but I'm also dealing with like puberty at the same time and so many different things.
Yeah. So, yeah. And I think that it's so great. Like, we both bring different things to the table, and we also want to hear from other women their experiences and just really enjoy each other and motherhood and all the perspectives that come with it.
Totally. And I think our biggest thing was getting it started, and now it's started. So we hope you guys all jump on board with us and interact and leave your questions for us, either in our email or on our social media pages.
Mm-hmm.
We want to get you guys involved as soon as possible. We have so much to learn as well, and we just want to do it with a team in a village.
Oh my gosh, totally. Hopefully this podcast like encapsulated our reason for starting this whole thing, and hopefully it made sense and, like Bailey said, resonated with you. And come back and join and listen and send your questions to us. And we can't, like, we're so excited. We can't wait to, like, really start this whole thing. Like, this is just the beginning.
Yeah, so we will catch up with you guys soon.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.